Welcome ladies and gentlemen. Today in the studio I have this third-party Nintendo Switch dock. It's called the Covert dock. It's from a company called Genki. I believe I pronounced that correctly. I'm gonna open this thing up and show you exactly what you get in the package, and then we'll set it up with the Nintendo Switch and compare this thing to an official dock in terms of the advantages as well as the disadvantages. It comes in this small square box, and all the details of this unit are pretty much detailed on the outside. So it'll show you what it does, how it's set up, what you're gonna get inside. The box is sealed, so we can break that open it up, and right on top, this little box contains all the accessories. There's a USB-C cable, so this thing will plug your Nintendo Switch into the dock. There's a user manual, as well as this sticker. In the bottom compartment is of course the actual Covert dock, and by default it's set up with the North American power supply. Now if you're someone that travels, it comes with a few travel adapters that you can easily snap on depending on where you are in the world. In terms of the setup, you plug the Covert dock into a wall outlet. The Nintendo Switch connects to it using this USB-C cable. There's also USB-A cable, so you can connect things like a wired controller or a Bluetooth audio adapter. And then of course there is the HDMI cable that plugs this into your TV. You can see from the size of this thing, the biggest advantage is of course the portability. It's really the ultimate travel dock. I mean, you might not be traveling for a little while in today's world, but when you can, this is likely your best option. Here you can see the size of this thing. It's much smaller. So if you're going over to a friend's house with the official Nintendo Switch dock, you'll be taking the bulky dock, the official power adapter, as well as the HDMI cable. However, with the Covert dock, all you're taking is this small adapter, a fairly sleek USB-C cable, and a HDMI cable. And that's really it. So that really gives you the sense of portability here. In terms of pricing for third-party docks, when you look on Amazon.com, they range anywhere from $25 to $30. This one here though, it's about $75, so it's a little steep in terms of the price, but the build quality of this thing definitely seems premium and a lot better than some of the other docks I've seen out in the market. Now, in terms of the disadvantages or the negatives, I mean, these aren't huge deals, but few things you should be aware of. Number one, this is a third-party dock, and when using these, I'm personally always paranoid that it's gonna brick my Nintendo Switch. I mean, there's always a risk of that in the long term, but when it comes to this device, I can say the risk is likely low because it's been out for a while and there really hasn't been any reports of it. Regardless, just be aware of that risk. Another thing, and this might be really small, is the video signal through the HDMI cable is slightly different than the official dock. Now, I didn't have the resources to test this out myself, but I did look at a review from Kevin Kenson, and he clearly tested it there as this dock, the signal from this is not as bright, it's a little washed out. He does point out that it's not a huge deal, but it's again a bit of a disadvantage, although a minor one. That covers everything you need to know about this Covert dock. I hope this was helpful and helps you make an informed decision about purchasing this item. If you do decide to go with it, there are links in the description below, so feel free to check them out. Until next time, take care guys. I almost forgot. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.